Hi there, it's Kevin with Roguedeckbuilder.com here with match number 3 on the Standard Daily with Immortal Servitude before I ended up retiring my baby, my Immortal Servitude deck. We are on the play. Yes, I'd like to play first. And yes, I would like to mulligan first. This is not a keepable hand. If we did draw into one more black source, it would be a keepable hand, but it is not worth risking it. I'd rather just have 2 lands to know that I wouldn't be in that predicament, and this is a much better hand. Has a Blood Artist, Elvish Visionary, Grizzly Salvage. I absolutely love this card. And he has to mull down to 5 as well. And we can start off with a Watery Grave, which is really cool because the other 2 lands come into play untapped now and don't shock us, which is very, very pivotal against any sort of aggro deck. I love to be going up against red deck wins right now. It is what this deck is best at beating, but another black deck is not something I want to go up against as, well, black's okay. Last matchup versus the black-white control was kind of brutal, but I think it was more our draws than anything. I really do think the matchup does favor us, as he did get all 3 of his Blood Baron Vizkopas out, and that was really hard to handle. But anyway, we'll get back to this game, focus on this game at hand. And let's see what he does here. It's another black-white deck. It's gonna be the aristocrats probably, which is gonna be kind of crazy. We need to find an answer for these blood artists, as they prevent us from comboing off, but at the same time we have so much removal against them, and I think I will keep in my removal. And cards like the Golgari Charm is going to be great versus his deck post sideboard. So my mulligan, he mulled to 5, I mulled to 6, so we're up in card advantage definitely here. Lingering Souls, that's going to be a little bit problematic, but not too bad. As again, we just need to find our combo. I think the right play here again is just to put off an Elvish Visionary and draw some more cards. And now we are definitely good on the lands. So now we need to find an Immortal Servitude or a Snapcaster Immortal Servitude. The Forbidden Alchemy hopefully will allow us to find that. And he does decide to block. We're just going to negate each other out here. As his actually stack first, that is very... Actually, this is for comboing off, this is good to know that his hit first. Because that's why I said earlier how I can't combo off until I deal with the Blood Arts, because if it did work the other way around, I mean, I could Golgari Charm at the end of on his turn, and then mine would stack before his, and then I'd be good to go. Alright, so he's down to 1 card in the Lingering Souls, and so we definitely need to find a Tragic Slip here. There's our Immortal Servitude, which is going to be great. I think I might actually just run my... No, I'll save my Visionary to block, but so I'm going to take 2 here. And we're definitely in a Grizzly Salvage and Forbidden Alchemy. And maybe actually Black Cat. I doubt he'll attack in if I Black Cat, though. And there's no way to sack it, so I think it's just going to be Grizzly Salvage. We'll Forbidden Alchemy right now. See if we can grab like a Tragic Slip. And it definitely is going to be this Snapcaster, or do I take the Abrupt Decay and kill off his Blood Artist? I think I do that. I definitely think that I need to get rid of this Blood Artist, as it's going to allow me to combo off. And I'm hoping he attacks in. That is what I want to see. And I guarantee he'll attack in with that Doom Traveler. He definitely wants that Doom Traveler to die and get another one. We can Snapcaster eventually and get rid of that one. Gather the Townsfolk. Okay, yeah, he's going to attack in with the Doom Traveler, and we'll definitely block here. And I think Immortal Servitude #1 is going to go off. See now, see, so mine's going to stack first. And yeah. So I might even be able to hold off one more turn depending on what I draw here. I mean, he is just getting the tokens. So black-white tokens, huh? And I guess this is why Ratchet Bomb exists, and why a lot of people mistake me for some sort of tokens deck when they play against my Bug Immortal Servitude deck. This deck's been around forever, though. I have no Tragic Slips in the yard. I think that, see, this allows me to put, I mean, I can't quite Forbidden Alchemy back. I could Grizzly Salvage, and you know what? I am in a Grizzly Salvage. I think that I can hold off one more turn. Yes, this allows me to Snapcaster Tragic Slip, which would be really cool. And I'm thinking that Visionary is just as good as Alchemist can actually prevent it. Visionary's better than Alchemist here. I can't take the Tragic Slip, unfortunately. But now it gives our Snapcaster some value in our... Oop, lagging here. In our next main phase, as we can cast Immortal Servitude, and then we can Tragic Slip the Blood Artist. So he's still in great shape, though. I mean, he's got all these tokens. I'm going to be taking some damage. I need another Blood Artist, but I'm going to be able to get rid of his, is the good news. And I'll have my own up. So I'm going to chump everything into this. Yeah, definitely going to chump everything into this. So it's going to go like here and here and here, because we are going to Immortal Servitude next turn. And that gets rid of 2 tokens. Again, these all negate each other. And he gets another dude. Gets 2 more tokens. But I'm going to have plenty of life. This Immortal Servitude is going to grab... Oh, wow. It's going to fill my hand back up. And he did not cast that first, so the Plains does go bye-bye. I don't know if he should have just played that Plains. I don't know why he did not. As he is probably dead next turn. Well, I don't think I can do enough, especially with drawing cards like that. Do I need to play land? Yes, I do, to be able to flashback. Well, I can just... This is fine. And we will... Yeah, I don't need abrupt... It'll be... Do I have 2 Tragic Slips? Well, I want to keep 2 black up. Yeah, that's fine. For possible 2 Tragic Slips. And this, look at all these cards I get to draw. This gets to get back the Tragic Slip that is in the yard. And I draw 4 cards total and get 2 Alchemist Apprentice. Not liking that land. Ravenous Rats is kind of okay. The Blood Arts is awesome. But I still think the right play is to, since I'm using the Tragic Slip, to Tragic Slip off this Blood Artist. And again, these stack. But I'm going to try to find another Tragic Slip right now to get rid of the Zathard Necromancer. Let's see here. And maybe I should have waited till next turn when I had another Blood Artist in play, but I kind of want to try to find a Tragic Slip here. And there's a Far and Away. Alright, so I'm good. I'm going to be taking some damage, but not a lot, and any one of my creatures that dies is going to gain me a net life. I've got rid of 2 of his Blood Artists. I hope he didn't top deck into a 3rd. I have another Zathard Necromancer, which is not going to do it. And he might just be attacking with, yep, just the Flyers. The Philadelphia Flyers. Get 3 damage down to 14. Still very healthy. Far and Away is going to get rid of the zombie and make him sack another one. So that's going to be kind of cool. And oh boy, am I lagging. Okay. So we can play the Woodland Cemetery. Unfortunately, at this point, geez, we just hold black blockers. I'm in a Forbidden Alchemy right now. See if we get something else that is decent. Yep, there's a Snapcaster. That's going to be awesome. As we can Snapcaster Immortal Servitude next turn. So this turn I can just far and away on his turn. Or I'll just Blood Artist. And we'll just Ravenous Rats as well. Even though it doesn't do anything, it's still a blocker. And it still gets rid of my mana. And I do believe I attack in here with everything, as I do have blockers up for him. Not the Black Cat. So we attack in with everything but the Black Cat. He's just going to take 6. Smart. But there's not much he can do here. As there's a Blood Artist for him. So I'm definitely going to, well, still far and away a Spirit Token. And I'm net up life every time that he does this. And he can't attack into zombies. I'll block everything here because I do have an Immortal Servitude, a guaranteed Immortal Servitude up. Man, this dude can draw the Blood Artists. So again, he's probably just going to attack with Spirits. Cool thing is I can far his Blood Artist actually next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can only do 8 damage to him though. But no, away returns a creature. Or far away, yeah, away kills a creature, so that would kill and make him down 2. So I can almost kill him next turn. If I draw any sort of removal, I can actually kill him without even having to Snapcaster Mage. Well, can I just, let's see, far. No, if I want to fuse far and away, that doesn't work how I'm thinking. But wait a second, I get to Snapcaster. Okay, he's going to do it like this, which is awesome, because this is definitely how I want him to attack. Why would he not with a Spirit Token? That is very interesting. One of his flyers, which could get through. So declare blockers here. We are going to block, 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 and block. And we take only 2, and we're net up a ton. And we're just going to Immortal Servitude everything back next turn and win. And a zombie dies here as well. And mine stacks first. So interesting matchup. Golgari Charm is going to be so clutch next game. I don't think I need to bring in the Putrefies. Abrupt Decays are fine. Putrefies can stay back. I have to worry about Rest in Peace, but he's not playing Rest in Peace, guaranteed. Rest in Peace shuts his deck down too, because Zachary Necromancer is worded when it dies. So, yeah. Alright, so he scoops here. That's probably... he didn't even know I had the Immortal Servitude, but he just didn't want to wait for me to stack my triggers. I'm lagging horribly bad. Another reason why I need a new computer. I will be doing a Kickstarter pretty soon. Some people have been asking me to do Twitch TV, and my computer can't handle it. So hopefully I'm going to cash out on the YouTube earnings that I've received so far, which isn't much. And also, if I'm going to sell all my Return to Ravnica sets and all my paper cards, and put that towards a computer. But any little bit. So if you guys are interested in just buying cards, like I'll put some cards up, and if you're interested in actually buying them, That'll be awesome. And then you just pay whatever you want to pay for them. I mean, hopefully you'll pay retail for them or a little bit over retail to help me get that computer. So once I get this other computer up, I'll be able to Twitch TV and I'll be able to edit videos a lot quicker. And I'll have all the hangups that I have. As you can see, my computer is extremely slow. I've had this computer for a long time now. The motherboard is actually cracked. I was involved with a crazy girl who had a condition called borderline personality disorder who actually got pissed at me one day and chucked my computer. Yeah, that's borderline for you. Anyway, back to the game. I've got 1:50 left. I'll talk about that. It's a hilarious story. I'll talk about it sometime if you haven't ever already heard it from me personally. Let's see here. I don't need duresses, don't need a gates, need a tragic clip, abrupt decays are fine, Golgari charms are fine. Putrefies are not necessary. Far and away is definitely great against his deck. And you know what we're going to do? We are just going to take out everything but 2 Grizzly Salvages, and all the Forbidden Alchemies can go bye-bye. I like Grizzly Salvages because it allows us on 2 lands to actually hit into a land drop, and hopefully this will work. We have natural ways to find everything, and we have a lot of control to just get rid of any sort of Blood Artist here. So on the draw here, hopefully neither one of us has to mull, so we can have a good game here. Keepable hand, is it? I think it is a keepable hand. I've got all my land sources. I only have 16 lands left in my deck after this, and I'll have ways with Grizzly Salvage to get rid of them. Not worried about a Doomed Traveler, and Far and Away is great. Allows me to basically 2 for 1. You get rid of a token, and he sacks a creature. So he's going to beat me down with Doomed Travelers. I do have to worry about Intangible Virtue, but I do have Golgari Charms for that and Abrupt Decays for that, so not too shabby. Cartel Aristocrat is actually pretty bad for me to deal with, but again, it won't be horrible, especially a Golgari Charm, as we'll be able to get rid of everything. And we're going to Woodland Cemetery here, throw out a Bloodthrown Vampire, pass the turn back to him. And yes, I'm on a bit of a clock here with Cartel Aristocrat. It's just not something, again, I just need to stabilize and then start my card drawing, and I'm fine. Sin Collector doesn't find anything great. If I were him, I'd take the Golgari Charm. He does get to see how weak my hand is, though. But again, I've got the 5 lands. I've got plenty of ways to draw into removal. Again, maybe removal is not the best against him as... Well, I just want to get rid of Blood Artist. That's the only thing I care about. I can chump the Sin Collector into the Bloodthrown Vampire next turn. I could care less about this card. And like I said, it's just... He doesn't really have much options here to grab. None of these cards... I mean, 1 for 1 here with a... Okay. Gets the Golgari Charm. That's definitely what I would have gotten. Doom Traveler. I might actually block the Doom Traveler here. But then I won't have a way to kill the Sin Collector. I can Abrupt Decay the Sin Collector. I think I will. I'm going to block this Doom Traveler. Get it out of here. And now I can Far Away... Eventually. We're in kind of a world hurt here. I can definitely Abrupt Decay, like I said, Abrupt Decay the Sin Collector. And a couple turns Far and Away. But again, my deck is going to start hopefully replacing itself. I do have cards like Snapcaster Mage. And... go ahead and Abrupt Decay this. And hopefully Lingering Souls doesn't come out. Oh, Skierzak High Priest. So I'm definitely have to find an answer for both of those. Wow, he's getting a great draw. And I'm getting a horrible draw. As he's going to be able to... Ooh, this is not good. This is definitely not good. I can always away Far his token, though, that he does end up getting. And these lands, maybe I don't keep a 5-land hand, even though I do only have 16 lands. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I only have 14 lands left in the deck. So statistically, I shouldn't be drawing into lands, but MTGO has a cruel way of, when you do keep 5 land hands, to draw into every land left in your deck. The other day in a standard daily, I had or I think this was actually in a draft. In a draft, I had 21 cards left in my deck, and only one of them was a land. I kept a 5-lander and drew I drew like 11 lands in a row. With I think I drew an Altar's Reap, and so I kept a 5-land hand with like a creature and a Bubbling Cauldron, and then not another Skirzack High Priest. Not good, not good, not good. So he can activate this at any time. Wow. See how cruel Magic can be sometimes? Just ridiculous. They keep a 5, and then semi-statistically, so now 4-7. We have 14 left in our deck. Yes, we actually have to take 2 here. As he is going to sack something. I guarantee. Yep, sack the Spirit token. And I think we do it right now. When he Morbid triggers. And we fuse this. So we're going to far this, away this, and I don't see us coming out of this, especially with the Blood Artists. We have nothing in the graveyard, 3 cards. He's going to sack something. What does he sack? He sacks the extra Skirzack High Priest. So that was actually a great play, because now he can't, unless he draws into it. He does. Oh, perfect top deck. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I mean, he could have top decked basically anything there and been okay. But that was a great top deck. And Tragic Slip is definitely not going to do it. All right, so bad keep on my part. Maybe I don't want to go so much removal. Maybe Abrupt Decays are completely unnecessary since I have the Golgari Charms. And I'm going to bring back in my card draw, as it allows me to go through my deck quite quickly. So I'm going to submit it like that. Keep the Tragic Slips, basically kill everything, and the Golgari Charms kill enough. And I think this is fine. I think we'll have enough. Maybe like a Black Cat actually comes out, and we just go just balls out card advantage. We'll take the Ravenous Rats out too. He seems to actually go through his hand quite quickly. All right, yes, we'd like to play first. And keepable hand, 2 double Tragic Slips, Forbidden Alchemy. It's decent. It gets rid of cards that are very problematic, like Blood Artist. And we do have 1. Oh, okay. I was sweating there. I'm like, all my lands are coming to play tap lands, but they weren't. I have 1 Overgrown Tomb. Wow. Okay, Mutavault. Mutavault's all right. We'll play the Bloodthorn Vampire. That allows me actually to get a Morbid trigger, which is kind of cool. But we have Forbidden Alchemy to set up our hand. So he could definitely get in for 2 here. Yeah, sure. I'm definitely okay with his second turn being used to do 2 damage to me. And here we go. That is probably actually better just to Elvish Visionary. So now I can keep up the Drowned Catacomb for the Tragic Slip. And I will kill his Mutavault with a Tragic Slip if he decides to go this route. Probably Sin Collector is going to come out here. And it doesn't get anything too good. And I don't even think I Tragic Slip it here either. He'll take the Forbidden Alchemy. It's definitely the right play to take. But we have plenty of control in our deck to naturally start drawing into stuff. I just got to think eventually my deck will get card advantage. I mean, he has a lot of card advantage to the Zathard Necromancer and the Lingering Souls and Gather the Townsfolk and whatnot. But it's nothing we can't deal with. And we have way more ways to go through our deck a lot quicker than he does. And so, again, this is just... Oh, and he chooses it. Oh, that is awesome. Thank you, good sir. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you for going that route. Maybe I do end up slipping. You know what? We'll slip the Sin Collector. Yeah, I'll get us in for 2. Maybe that wasn't the right play. Who knows? We're just going to go a beatdown strategy. I think I am going to Forbidden Alchemy. That way, if he sin collectors again, I can guarantee not to get something. I'll just go grab any non instant sorcery, and he's out of sin collector. Lingering Souls. Okay. Not too problematic. So we will go ahead and Forbidden Alchemy here. Far and away, Blood Artist, Snapcaster Mage. It's going to be Blood Artist here. Snapcaster is also good, but it's going to be the Blood Artist. That way I can double cast the Blood Artists. And yeah, I still think it is double cast the Blood Artists. And we'll attack him with both. See how he wants to do this. Decides not to take any damage here. Okay. Or block anything. So again, all we have to get him down to is an 8, and it's a kill. We have the Snapcaster for his Blood Artist that could come out. I'm in 18, so I'm in very healthy shape. More Sin Collectors are dead here. I do need to draw into that land for eventually an Immortal Servitude. But I'm thinking I'm in great shape. I mean, a Golgari Charm actually 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Golgari Charm is looking very, very lethal, especially if he flashes back a Lingering Souls here. Yeah. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Okay, so we'll definitely we're gonna Snapcaster Tragic Slip and we can actually Elvish Visionary here as well to find something else. If it is just a Golgari Charm, he's dead next turn. Eventually we'll draw into that Golgari Charm. I'm going to go ahead and Snapcaster the Tragic Slip. And I'm up 1 here. Out of cards, but depending on how he blocks this, 2, 4, I mean, this could just be lethal right here, depending on how he does this. No, he does not. So I could go 2, 4. Now we can do it at any time. Well, let's see. Let's see if he's just dead here. I think he's just dead. Yeah, this is a very poor block on his part, because I believe he dies here. So that's, can I do 14? So that's 2. That's 3, so that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, that is lethal. Right? Did I do it right? So there's 3, 11, that's 5. That's 7. Yep, that is lethal. Don't know why he decided to go that way. I mean, there wasn't much he could do here. And we can just F6 it, and that is lethal. -6, in fact. Yeah, way lethal. So, yeah, so we win round 2. We hopefully we'll win this last one, get some packs out of this. I'd love to see my baby, my Bug Immortal Servitude, actually go far. I don't think I've ever... Yeah, I've 3-in-1 before with it in Standard Dailies. It's never showed up on MTGO's Standard Daily, though. Hopefully this one will. That'd be really, really cool. Anyway, this is Kevin from Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.